Well, here's where we're at on that. Should have the head off tonight. And it's a lot cleaner in there than I thought it would be. See just a little bit of, probably more condensation than anything else. Whew, yeah, you can definitely smell that. It got hot. Okay. So yeah, he should have that off tonight. And hopefully get some shots of what the inside of the engine looks like. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad, but we'll see. Okay. Look at this. The engine got so hot, it melted the timing cover. Whew. Man, oh man. Alrighty, here we are back at Gabe's Hot Rod Garage. And here's the head. And honestly, I don't see anything bad. There's no cracks that I can see. That look kind of weird, but it's just a stain. I don't see any detonation or pre-ignition, little pox. It was like somebody stabbed it with a screwdriver. I don't even see on the head gasket where it was blown. And this is something that I did a bunch of research on head gaskets for these things. So apparently, as far as Honda Civics go, now remember, I'm not a Honda Civic fan. I'm not a Honda boy. Excuse me. But I do recognize them that they are reliable, technologically excellent vehicles. I just don't like them. But that being said, the 7th generation Civic, the 1.7 A1 and A2, are accepted as the worst Civics ever built. Only because these things blow head gaskets so easily. And they were the first vehicles, the first Civics to use a multi-layer steel head gasket. And from what I understand, from all the things I've read, nothing that I own uses a multi-layer steel head gasket. Everything uses a composite head gasket. But from what I have been told, and what I have read, and what I have watched, is the MLS head gaskets do not blow out. They don't blow like a composite head gasket does. But what they do, they leak. You get to a certain point where they leak. I don't know if this coating goes bad and allows them to leak, but they don't ever blow out. And so when doing this research, I thought, well, if the head's warped a little, or if the surfaces are uneven, or if the block, God forbid, isn't even, putting a new head gasket on it, it might still leak, or it might start leaking again almost immediately, but never completely blow out. And apparently that's the big symptom with these, is they start using coolant. They don't ever run hot. They just use coolant until they get low, and then they run hot. And then you overheat them and blow them up like this, but again, I don't even see where the hell it's blown. So I ordered a composite head gasket for it because I figured it would seal better, even though it may not hold up to extremes as well. I'm not boosting this thing. I'm not going to run it hard. It's just going to be driven and enjoyed. I think the composite head gasket will work fine. They've worked fine for how many years? 350,000 miles on our BQ10 that finally wore out. Now this, on the other hand, was just completely gooped up with silicone. I don't know why. I'm not even sure what that is. This is not a VTEC, so I don't know why it was all schmutzed up there. Maybe that's where it was leaking water from. Maybe it was leaking oil from. I don't know. That is the exhaust. That is the intake. Okay. cam sensor. All this was broken, melted, glued back together. I got a new one, new timing cover on order. So we'll see. And without further ado, let's get a look at the bottom end. Can't move anything, but let's see. Well, again, I don't see any hammer marks from it being overheated. And I don't really see any spots where the gasket was absolutely blown. I don't know if there's anything we can do if it is off other than, do the Afghani way of fixing it. Just get a block of wood and a 2x4 and swap all over it. Now, I don't know if those are correct or if this thing has jumped time before. I don't know, it's looking pretty good to me. So, I shot that video a while back, and the engine's mostly back together, but there's been a handful of things we needed to do. Like, I had to come up with an O2 sensor because the one that was on the other car got welded when I halfway welded that crack in the manifold. Somehow the key got lost for the crank, the harmonic balancer crank pulley. Had to get one of those. And he's got lots of other jobs to do, so it's been a while. So the car show's coming up in like 2 weeks though, so I don't know what's going to happen there. So that was where we left it then. It's buttoned back up now, but there's, I think, a few little things waiting on it. At the very least, I need to get, the engine and everything, all that back together, and I need to get the fuel filler neck modified, and then the exhaust and all that other stuff can come later. I do know that he's had a hell of a time. That $50 header I bought, doesn't bolt to the A1 exhaust because it's for a VTEC car, which is fine. I was going to get the lead pipe, but then we didn't think we needed it. So we needed it. So I think he got something put together to run it. And so I should be getting it back here very soon. I have been under the weather with whatever's going on. They don't know. So I haven't really done anything. Most of the time this thing's been locked up. I did get the riding lawnmower working, but so hopefully we'll get it back soon and I can get it, I need to get the welds ground down, put those in seam sealer, edge primer, then seam sealer, and then some paint. And, the window openings, need to get those finished. Need to get the windows into the holes. Need to get the tags on it. And then I need to put the front clip back on, wire up the lights, put the doors back on. And then I think for the most part, that's enough to drive it around the car show. Put the trunk lid back on it, but I need to get the trunk welded up. But I think I can drive it around the car show the way it is. I don't think I need to worry about it too much there. But that's where we're at on the Honda. I know it's been like 2 months, but I can do what I can. This is a friend of mine. He's really helping me out, and money-wise, this would have cost twice as much, any other time. But again, he's helping me out. So don't give up on the channel. That's where we're at, and I will get more for you when I can. Take care.